choose humans over apes.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're looking over the critical consensus for the latest installment in the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Apes will learn. I will learn.
A fresh start. Following the original series and Tim Burton's ill-fated reimagining, 2011's Rise of the Planet of the Apes wiped the slate clean.
I don't believe that.
What?
He's asking your permission. It's a supplicating gesture.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is part of that continuity. But, quote, many generations have passed since the previous film. This sequel thus serves as a relaunching point. M.N. Miller of In Session Film calls it, quote, the first and necessary step to a reboot of a reboot, and one that is never slow and always entertaining.
But now it is our time.
Brian Lloyd of Entertainment.ie agrees that this fourth installment is truly a new beginning, saying, quote, as a possible starting point for a new trilogy, Kingdom works in the same way that Rise helped to put things in motion, with better entries hopefully to follow.
The elders did not tell us everything about this world.
A worthy follow-up. Although Kingdom is accessible to newcomers, it also functions as a sequel, and a commendable one at that.
Legend says ape and human lived side by side. Impossible as that may seem.
As Trace Sauver of Paste magazine put it, the film, quote, is content to build off the goodwill of the reboot trilogy rather than attempt another full reinvention. Yet, quote, still feels like a natural extension of those previous movies.
Apes hunt humans. That is the law, but the law is wrong.
In addition to the modern Apes films, IGN's Eric Goldman feels that Kingdom is, quote, a worthy continuation of a series that's now 10 films strong and more than 50 years old. While Ian Sandwell of Digital Spy felt the film took, quote, a little while to find its footing, he ultimately called it, quote, a strong continuation of a franchise that is as emotionally engaging as it is visually spectacular.
He stole my village. I will find them. I will bring them home.
Ranking among the other films. While it deserves to be used in the same sentence as the other Ape movies, where does Kingdom place overall?
No. This is important.
The Rotten Tomatoes scores for the reboot trilogy improved with each entry. Kingdom is in a similarly fresh territory, but most critics agree that Dawn and War were tough acts to follow.
Jesus Christ, you are impressive. Well, you paint quite a picture of what you must think of me.
Although more positive than negative, Blu-ray.com's Brian Orndorff thinks the film, quote, isn't as involving as the previous 3 installments. Likewise, IndieWire's David Ehrlich writes that it, quote, might lack the epic sweep or revolutionary fervor of the recent Matt Reeves movies that salvaged this series from the stink that had been on it since 2001. But this well-honed adventure still manages to build on the best of their legacy.
Why do they hunt her?
She is important.
Honoring Caesar's memory. It would have been easy for Kingdom to retcon Caesar's tragic fate in the previous film. Kingdom commits to moving forward, though, with Andy Serkis passing the torch. Critics can still sense Caesar's presence here, making Kingdom feel like a genuine continuation. Mark Kennedy of the Associated Press proclaims that Caesar, quote, haunts the next episode, highlighting how the villainous Proximus Caesar twists the words that the first intelligent ape passed down.
What a wonderful day! What a wonderful day!
Ian Sandwell was equally intrigued by how the film, quote, turns Caesar into a mythological figure and explores his legacy, which hasn't just been used for the good he intended. Sandwell continues, quote, the movie might not have Caesar, but Wes Ball has ensured that his spirit remains in both the storyline and the overall movie.
Caesar, who is he?
Not is, was.
The new ape characters hold their own. Caesar is far from forgotten, but Kingdom stands out with a generation of new apes led by actor Owen Teague of the It movies. Spencer Perry of comicbook.com writes, quote, Teague delivers a soulful and engaging performance as Noah, the film's central ape.
We take them all. No, never. Leave one, always. That is the law.
Teague anchors the entire movie to the point where he sells even the character beats that are telegraphed, making them feel earned. For many critics, the scene stealer is Peter Macon's Raka, an orangutan who accompanies Noah.
To survive, remember your strength.
Next Best Picture's Matt Neglia says, quote, Macon injects Raka with warmth and a sense of humor that is instantly endearing. Kevin Durand's turn as Proximus Caesar has also warranted enthusiastic comparison to Immortan Joe, although he seems to be channeling Nux with his wonderful day line.
What a wonderful day! What a wonderful day!
Freya Allan as May. Freya Allan, who you might recognize as Ciri from the Witcher TV series, is among the few actors not hidden behind motion capture technology.
I have a name. May.
Allan plays May, a human who is eventually revealed to be more intelligent and possibly more cunning than assumed. The human characters are usually the weakest link in any Apes movie. May has generally been praised as an exception, with Collider's Ross Bonham writing, quote, Freya Allan manages to become a compelling human character in a franchise that has often struggled with that aspect of its story.
You chose a human over an ape.
Tessa Smith of Mama's Geeky was impressed with what May brought to the group dynamic, saying, quote, her role adds a humanity to Noah and the others in a way that is unexpected, but brilliantly done. Wes Ball's direction. Picking up where Matt Reeves left off, directorial duties fall to Wes Ball of the Maze Runner trilogy.
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
Just calm down, all right?
No, okay. Why won't you tell me what's out there?
Although those YA films didn't always get the most glowing reviews, critics cannot deny that Ball has an eye for dystopian landscapes, which is put to effective use here. Linda Merrick of Hey You Guys writes, quote, bringing his signature awe-inspiring post-apocalyptic set pieces and capturing the raw energy of youthful rebellion, Ball delivers a film that resonates deeply with its audience.
I love that notion of our world transform into lost temple in the jungle.
Some were skeptical when it was announced that Ball would be directing a live-action Legend of Zelda movie. According to Eric Goldman, though, this adventure picture, quote, provides plenty of reasons to be optimistic. Maybe it should have been called Tears of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
We've worked really hard to achieve a much bigger spectacle. It is a big, giant adventure.
Religious and historic allegories. Caesar has developed into an almost religious figure whose words have the power to unite and divide, regardless of their original intention.
Many generations ago, Caesar was our leader.
Screen Crush's Matt Singer was absorbed by the film's thoughtful commentary, writing, quote, Proximus and Raka both lay claim to Caesar's true legacy and teachings, and at least for a little while, the film grapples with this idea, how sometimes wildly disparate political movements can splinter off from the same historical foundation.
Say his words!
Speaking of history, Alyssa Wilkinson of the New York Times points out, quote, visual cues indicate that Proximus Caesar's kingdom is modeled partly on the Roman Empire, with its colonizing influence and its intention to sweep the riches of the ancient human world. It's another sequel with brains to match brawn.
Are we thankful for the words of Caesar?
Evolving technology. Rise was a breakthrough in motion capture technology, with each subsequent film going a step beyond.
What Andy Serkis did was just amazing.
Caesar!
He brought a digital character to life. With Kingdom, we get to contribute to this great legacy.
Kingdom continues this trend, with Brian Truitt of USA Today declaring that the apes, quote, look better than ever, with Noah's tearful eyes delivering so much fragility and emotion in a close-up after a tragic scene, and the performance capture wizardry, a signature aspect of these new ape movies, feels more groundbreaking than ever.
The fans of the previous trilogy will appreciate that we took this leap forward to do our own thing, but still honor what came before.
As worthy as the effects team is of Oscar consideration, the actors were just as integral in capturing the rich emotions we see on screen. Deadline's Pete Hammond not only praised the performances, but also movement coach Alain Gauthier, saying that this collaboration amounts to, quote, a triumph of acting craft merged with technology.
We went to Ape School for 6 weeks with our movement coach, who basically took us through movement work and vocal work.
That was everything.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Human versus ape. At first glance, Kingdom might seem like a film about ape versus ape. While that is the main struggle on the surface, it's the underlying prejudice between apes and humans that's made the film a critical favorite.
Ultimately, our movie is really about, can apes and humans live together?
Noah and May develop an alliance throughout the film, but given the nature of their species, one can easily see history repeating itself.
For the humans, life as we knew it has kind of gone, and the apes hunt down the humans. But Noah sees something special in my character.
Screen Daily's Tim Grierson says, quote, some of the film's best moments involve the uneasy truce between Noah and May. The film understands both characters' perspectives as they each try to gain the upper hand, the future mastery of the planet hanging in the balance. Vanity Fair's Richard Lawson finds this conflict, quote, perhaps frighteningly relevant to our own reality, in ways both subtle and obvious.
This was a human place.
It is not yours.
It is now, isn't it?
Where does Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes rank for you? Let us know in the comments.
That is not everything.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.